Been a while since we've played something other than Xenoblade. And, well, at least as a consistent game. We aren't technically finished with it yet, as there's a little bit that I need to take offline and record, edit, and all that fun stuff before we can definitively call it done. It's actually quite a bit, and I can talk more about that later. But for now, at least, we are here. I had been told about this a long time ago. I've actually had the game for months now, thinking, okay, you know what? I hear about Pikmin, the people who like it seem to really like it, so it seems like something simple that we can try out to just have as a palate cleanser. So figured at some point it would be busted out, and now seemed like the opportune time for it. So I know very little about it. I know it is some stripe of strategy game, I believe, or at least some kind of real-time management. So I think I understand the basic gameplay loop, but we'll see how it turns out. And if I seem distracted at all, that's because there is a very affectionate cat underneath me, which is an entirely different story, but I can talk about that towards the end. So, is there anything I need to see to in chat before I begin? Let's see, Oh, hey Gilgamesh. Yes, this pleases me, figured it would. Originally came out in 2001 on the GameCube, then got a Wii Play Control version in 2008/9, and on Switch 2023, yep. And you're insisting I get 100%? Well, we'll see what opportunities we get. So, without any further ado... Alrighty. Also, the game volume seems pretty low to me, so let me know how it sounds. Yeah, I'm gonna bump it up some more. Oops, that's not the one I need to hit. And here we are. The meteor gonna hit. It is a little low. Okay. Wow, that is really low. Hang on. Holy crap, I'm actually going into... I'm actually having to go into positive decibel values on my capture card audio. I've never had to do that before. Alrighty. Impact site, huh? So Olimar's job is basically a space FedEx driver? That is some old texture work. Is this a straight port, or is this meant as a pseudo remaster? Alright, Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I blacked out and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. So many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone, I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support system can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no, better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Okay. So we can move around. There's the dig button. Is the volume any better? I guess we'll see. Okay, and this is how they start introducing Pikmin to us. It's intended as a port? Okay, that would explain the texture work. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion, too. The controls, I believe, are in the pause screen. Alrighty. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press a button that I cannot see. I think the plus one, well, I can take a look later. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots. I love them so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it. And I will call it to my side. And perhaps it will react to that. That's a lot of buttons to throw at us. Following appears to allow me several viewpoints. Okay. Okay, so we throw it near something. Okay. And that spawns more Pikmin. Okay. The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form further. Alrighty. Guess I'll grab every Pikmin I can, right? Alrighty. Guess I'll throw these over here real quick. Okay, so I can throw them up here. Summon them back. Okay. So where they end up thrown is partially based on that. Okay, cool. What happens if I throw a Pikmin up there? Alright, no particular effect. So what else lies around in this area? Okay, so I can also throw a Pikmin up here. Oh, I see, I need to use... Okay, so the number is based on the number of Pikmin required in order to get there. Got it. Okay, and I can use that. Alright, cool. And then, what else is there? So we've got that number 1 over there, and I saw another over in this direction, I think. Yes, so I just need 1 for that. Here's what we call these guys, real quick. Luckily I don't need that many, relatively speaking anyway. So, throw 1 up here. And then throw another 1 up this way. The number is the minimum needed, it goes faster if you have more. Okay, and they can get stuck on things like tree branches, so there needs to be a clear path over to me. Alright, can they go up hills with me? Yes, they can. So if I throw those 3, they'll go a heck of a lot faster. Well, I guess 2 then. Come here, you. Alright, then I can pull up the ones that remain while I'm here. Pikmin AI is the worst in this game, it gets better in the sequels. Ah, no pressure then. Alright, so with that in mind... Okay, so I can throw a Pikmin up there. Okay, that's gonna be tough. Can I throw from this angle? No. Oh, I see, I need to... Oh, I see. Okay. So enough of them there to push that over. Oh, the 10 on that is meant to signify, hey, you need 10 Pikmin in order to push that. Okay, cool. You can get 25 in total on day 1. Is it worth attempting to get all 25? The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Approach and hold A to pick sprouts. Say you grab Pikmin, release to throw. Column X to dismiss. And then that to command and control the group. Interesting. So, is ZL or up, down, left? Okay, cool. Alright, so now that I can go in this direction. Come here, you. Alright, so now that you all are able to follow me. What's this? Yes. Is this one of the ship parts? There's no time limit on day 1? Okay, cool. There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me. But how will I get it back to the Dolphin? Ah, I see. So I need 20 at minimum. Is there anything else through here? Repair not. I guess we'll find out how many are there. You only need 20 to beat day 1? Yeah, I can see that. But there are 25 in total. Alright, are there any that I have missed? I guess we'll find out. So let's see, we got 2 from that. Okay. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by holding A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flush with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. Alright. Okay, so I can just hold down the button in order to get what I need. Okay, and it looks like I've got all 25. Cool. One is lazing about somewhere? I guess we'll find out. So where is the one lazing about? Wherefore art thou gone, mine Pikmin? Oh, there it is. I need to do a recall action, but that's simple enough. Come here, yo! Alright. All of you to work. Wait, where's the retreat? Okay, there we go. And there they go. On days with a time limit, if it's not at base or in the squad, it'll get left behind and die. Good to know. Alright, so the numbers are from left to right in squad, in field, and in total. See a hold. A holdout to rush them within squad. Sure it's L. Ah, here we are. I wonder if it'd be faster to use motion controls on this. Maybe. Progress, I suppose. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. Interesting. So while the Pikmin then presumably return over to that onion then? I have somehow managed to launch the dolphin, but I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or if they merely decided to join me for other reasons. Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hokatate. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I'll name it the Forest of Hope. I'll explore it tomorrow. Alrighty then. Interesting, so I can lose some in battle. Alrighty then. So what counts as going 100% in this game? Well, I guess we'll see. For now, then. Off we go. All ship parts in less than 30 days? Okay. That's what counts as 100%? That seems like it would be quick. My dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand in the lights beneath the onion. Alright. Whoops. Alright, how many do I need for this guy? I guess in that case. Alright, keep working at it, I guess. Is there a way to break... Alright, how do I break this? Do I have to hit him on the other side as well? Oh, there it goes. It is falling, it's just gonna take a while. May as well bring out every Pikmin to bear then. All shall fall! Alright, let's take a look around while we're waiting. Okay, so there's a 10 there. Okay, we got that big boy, which I'm presuming could be troublesome, as well as the small boys. It would be faster if you flower them using the grass. But... hang on, what do you mean by flower them? Direct group. Let's see. Alrighty. Presumably these creatures are hostile and should be dealt with in short order. Presumably so. Alrighty then. Pick these up. Alright, so what does that grant? Well, what does going after these grant us? Guess we'll find out. Okay, so that also grants us more opportunity for stuff. Okay, cool. Now that we know... Alright, keep working at it. Alright, I should probably just gather up what Pikmin are here and go to do what we need to. Alright. I wonder how dangerous you are. Get him, boys! Yeah, it looks like you're actually... Okay, it looks like you actually are killing them. Alright, run away. Alright. Ambush! Get him! Oh, jeez! I can get hurt too, huh? Guess that makes sense. Get him, boys. Alright, there we go. Good boys. I guess while they gather that up... Is there a way to do this faster apart from just holding A? Presumably? Although we're running out of time if we're to try and find the ship part on just the first day. Is there a retry button of some stripe? Only one way to find out, I guess. Get up! Oh, there we are. I'm assuming this is this part? Okay, so I need 40 in total, huh? Well, since then we're not in any major hurry yet. Oh, interesting. Is there stuff over here I can get? I don't see any yellow onion yet, but presumably there will be one. Alrighty. Okay, so we got that going for us. So is there anything I can do to these guys? Yeah, it doesn't look it. Okay, in that case, we may as well just have a group start breaking this down while we wait. Although, actually, it may not be a bad idea to have a bunch that are taking care of business with the actual part. That way, even if things don't go well... Okay, so... Whoops. Come on. Pick up the stuff. Let's see, if you match the pellet with the onion, you get bonuses? Okay, so presumably I'd want to use blue Pikmin on the blue pellets eventually, but any pellet can go anywhere. What do you mean by multitask? Unless you're saying I can direct the Pikmin while I'm working on stuff. Well, you know what? I have enough to at least grab the ship part. Unless you mean just assign different Pikmin to different tasks. Still not enough? Okay. We'll at least ensure that we have... Okay, good, we do have enough for that. Go ahead and get to work on that. While that's going, I guess I can pick up those... Well, the remain... Oh, that's why. I had moved too fast and not everything came up. Okay, cool. Alright, you guys grab that. Alright, now that that's done. My clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor, and choose my actions accordingly. So it is best for me to review my monitor's data. Across the top of my monitor are the sun meter and day display. At the bottom are my spacesuit damage meter and Pikmin gauges. From the left, these numbers reflect Pikmin under my command. Pikmin in the field and total Pikmin. Okay, so no need to worry about chat then, because it'll tell me. To adjust my monitor, I can move R to rotate the camera. The R to resume, yep. Go down to look down from above, yep. Why, it's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo. It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. Alrighty then. And it looks like these guys have almost finished breaking down the wall, which is good. I can't tell if they're actually working on it. It looks like they technically are. Okay. In the meantime... Alright, so I'm starting to see the core gameplay loop. I'm starting to see the appeal. It's gonna take me a while to get fully comfortable with it, as you can probably tell. Alrighty. Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. I've now recovered 2 of the parts. If I can just find 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Can I break this wall? Whoops. Where am I space? Oh, I see. Can you guys break this wall, out of curiosity? Yeah. Is it worth doing so, I wonder? Given how little time is... Actually, you know what? I'll dedicate half of you to that effort, see if it's worth it. There we go. So, a matter of just assigning a bunch of different Pikmin to a bunch of different tasks, as it were. Oh, interesting. Did you guys give up on it when I walked away? Alright, boys. Ooh, that looks important. Ah, a yellow. Good thing I went and looked. Good thing I went looking around. Alright. Get 'em, boys! No mercy! Alright, here's a yellow one. The flower, you need nectar to get attack breath? I'm sorry, those are words going over my head. I'm sure the game will explain eventually. Seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. Looks like it may weigh less than the others. In what other way might it be different from the red Pikmin? I must be sure to observe it closely. I can hold a Pikmin for a moment with A, and swap it for another by pressing R. Okay. Alright, cool. Guess we'll work through that, and in the meantime, I can just have you guys be distracted by that. Whoops. You guys just not gonna break that wall unless I keep a close monitor on me. Yellows can be high, well thrown high, and use bomb rocks. And use bombs? Let's see. What do you mean by bomb rocks? Well, so I need to use something specific in order to break the stone walls? Oh, I see. Alright, the yellow Pikmin have picked up some peculiar stones. Why did they decide to grab them? Their actions seem to be instinctive to the yellow Pikmin. Just what are these strange glowing stones? Brightly glowing cracks cover them. Perhaps these cracks indicate that there's tremendous power locked away within. Alright. Alright, so I can have it. And then if I just throw the... Oh, I see. Get him, boys. Okay, useful. The glowing rocks the yellow Pikmin picked up seem to be explosive stones. Perhaps they know that these stones can be used as powerful weapons. The bomb rocks are dangerous, so I must take care when using them. They should be able to blast open the stone walls that block the pathways. I may even be able to use them against some of the wild creatures. I must be vigilant. When I throw bomb rock carrying Pikmin and give them orders, they will toss their bomb rocks at nearby walls or obstacles. The explosive power of the bomb rocks is tremendous, so I must keep my distance. Alright. Oops. Alrighty. Get him, boys. Hang on, what's this over here? Good thing I kept looking around. It's my whimsical radar. With this, I'll be able to see all nearby ship parts in a single glance. I just press plus to check it. This find fills me with great hope. Okay, good. They're going around to where it'll be useful for us. Actually, I haven't... Oh, perfect. Go grab that. Oh, hang on. What's going on over here? Oh, that's not good. Okay, so this area is just infested with all sorts of stuff. I get the feeling we're going to start hitting diminishing returns after a while. We'll look through here briefly, but unless there's a ship part... Unless I can... Actually, if there's... Oh, hello, there's a ship part. Oh, I see. So that's why there's the trick of trying to get everything sorted over the course of 29 days, huh? We'll get every ship part by then. Because you may want to make more than one trip back to a particular area, huh? That would be my guess. Yellow Onions move to base after this day? Okay. Given that it's near the end of the day, I have made yet another Pikmin-related discovery. Just when I was about to exceed 100 Pikmin in the field, the onion stopped expelling seeds, yet the total number of Pikmin continued to climb. It seems that once there are 100 Pikmin in the field, subsequent seeds get stored inside the onion. Thus, no more than 100 Pikmin can be in the field at one time in any area. Okay. Cool. Alright, part number 3. Alright, this important part can detect the location of the other missing parts. The radar will be added to my monitor, which I can press plus to view. Hit scan with zoom in. Alrighty. I've now recovered 3 parts. If I can find just 2 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Ah, I see. So the stars are presumably where parts are located. Alright, cool. Alright. I guess since they were nearing the end of the day... Yeah, almost sundown. Hurry up. My clock is indicating the approach of sunset. Pikmin waiting beneath the dolphin and onions will probably enter the onions on their own, but if I don't call the stragglers and add them to my group, they may not be able to get back. I am sure that the Pikmin still planted are safe, but I am somewhat concerned about leaving Pikmin to fend for themselves in the darkness. Alright, we'll make a quick run. Well, actually, let's make sure that all of the red are sent back up then. And then let's go check yellow. We'll wander around a bit, make sure we've rounded everybody up. Actually... Yeah, worth checking over here real quick, just to be on the safe side. Okay, good thing I checked. Alright, we'll go ahead and plant these guys we'll uproot these guys while I'm at it. I'm pushing my luck, though. Cool. Alright, now let's run back hurriedly. Before the night is over. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. So at this point, will I automatically enter my ship when it reaches nightfall? Or is there something I need to do? Whoops. Well, I guess we'll find out. Well, better not be any Pikmin on the field. You can go to Sunset from the menu? Okay, cool. Alright, so, what is left? So, yellow will come back up here. So I guess so long as I'm getting a part a day, it should be possible to get everything in short order. Okay, so it looks like there are 3 spots for Pikmin. I suppose we'll see what other colors we get. Oh, hello Giga Gamer. I must have missed your earlier message. You can enter the ship early by typing in beep me up, Scotty. Fair enough. 2 days since impact. It appears that many of my ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Then I'd only have to press... Yep, already done that at least. Yet there seems to be many hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it, and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen. Yep. Typically the best you can do is 9 days without getting into heavy speed running. Okay, that makes sense. Still, as long as I'm aiming to get 1 or 2, maybe 2 per day, to ensure that I'm making good progress, that should be fine. Alright, I lost a few in battle, as you saw, but... So there's another part in that area. Interesting. I wonder which part I missed. Well, there's more parts over here, so we'll keep the search going in this direction first. Especially since we're more familiar with this map given the circumstances. Alright, boys. Wait, there's a 20 up there? Jeez. Alright. Alright, we'll bring down the red Pikmin as an attack force. And then the yellow Pikmin. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. So hold, and then that. Okay, cool. Then you go. Alright, let's make sure that we're letting the yellow Pikmin retrieve what they need. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's take a look around. So, we've got one up that hill, but it looks like the easiest way to get over there would be to knock over that. So, at this point... Alright, we'll just have to hope that goes where it needs to. Alright, and then we need to throw over... There we are. Okay, so you guys pick those up. And then let's make sure that we're not leaving any lingerers. Guess we can go ahead and take that. Alright, it'll take a while to get a hang of this, but that's okay. Alright. Throw those two. Should time out well enough, I hope. Okay, so it looks like one of them threw. That's okay. Alright, so hold, and then bam. Alright. Grab more Pikmin while you're at it. So I'll need one more bomb, which is presumably what that can was for, now that I have those. Alright. Oops. Mario. Okay, so you slowly get more by the looks of it. Can you attack those pond creatures? It looks like you may be able to, though I don't think I want to try that just yet. Alright, just in case. I can keep working through that. Alrighty. And then we want... Alright, make sure that they don't get stuck on anything. Alright, go! While we're waiting. Alright, that breaks down this wall. Whoops. Uh-oh. So much for sneak attack. Aw. Well, nothing for it but to just engage. Full broadside. Get him, boys. No mercy! Note that Pikmin can trip. Trip? What is this, Smash Bros? Alright, let's set a bunch to go after this wall so that we can break it down. Oops. Alright, grab what you can. Probably return some of these. Okay. Go ahead and grab that. Alright, so it'll default to the closer ones if you don't have anything set right now. Alright, that should work through these. Throw more to work on this guy. Break it down eventually. Would it be worth having some start attacking that wall too? Maybe? Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, there's a part over this way. Oh, I have to break this down as well, huh? I'll keep working through it. Actually, would it make sense to try and get more bombs? Maybe? You can get double the Pikmin by color matching the pellet to the onion. Yep, that makes sense to me. I'm trying to do that where I can, though. I guess we'll see how it times out, won't we? Alright, boys. Then we'll grab the new yellows as well. Alright, we'll go ahead and grab the easy shoe-in then. Are those guys still breaking down that wall? Oh, actually, if I've got enough to grab that, might be worth it for... Alright, let's at least... Actually, that looks like a stone wall. Fly, my pretties! Okay, so that's a stone wall that I'll need to break down. Oh, I see. So this is just going to be fraught with danger because of those creatures, huh? Alright, throw those out so that those get collected. Cool. Alright, make sure that's good. Alright, run away. At least it takes care of that critter as well. Hiya. Go. Wait a minute. Is it actually breaking? Ah, crap. Did I mess it up before? I feel like it should have given more than that. Let's see. Where else can I go? Well, I should have easier access to this now. Okay, so do Pikmin not like the water then? Presumably not. Whoops. That's not enough. Okay, I've got more ways to break stuff over here. The darker the wall, the heavier it is to break. Alright, so I've got enough to at least get this ship part, so let's go ahead and set that up. Whoops. Keep working at it, boys. Alright, make sure that we're good. Alright, that'll do. Now we can take the ones with the bombs in order to break open that other one. Hopefully that'll work out okay. Alright, the ones with bombs. Alright, one at a time. Okay, it is moving, it's just... Alright, so the darker the wall, the harder it is to break. So I just need to get more. So this might be an extended effort to try and break this down. Okay, and then we've got more over here. Guess I'll have a couple go over this direction. Alright, cool. Alright, so while you're carrying those, we may as well at least break this open in the meantime. Please don't attack any of my Pikmin. 1. Cool. Oh, nice! It even told me. Excellent. Nova Blaster. This is a weapon of such incredible destructive force that it can blast stars into tiny pieces. It has a strange allure. I have now recovered 4 of the parts. If I can find just one more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Alright. Okay, so, since we've got some with Zarbama equipped, and I'll want to run back for other crap anyway, we'll go ahead and throw the bombs at this guy. They're following, right? Cool. So, go ahead and throw the bombs. Oops. Oops. There we go. 1. Okay, so the Pikmin are smart enough to run away at least.
Giving this a try?
Yep, figured, why not?
Well, yeah. Believe it or not, our first encounter with the Pikmin series was from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. We didn't play Melee, partially because we didn't have the means to do so.
Alright, go ahead. That one. Alright. Meanwhile, let's go check with my other Pikmin, as I've got another part that I can go grab. Rather not right now.
Okay. So, how are you liking this so far?
Yeah, it's neat so far. Okay, I need to have all of you...
Pikmin game that you can... And kind of similar to Pokemon Go, made by the same people, I think. Even uses the same system.
Alright, so, since we're getting close to the end of the day, I guess we'll just focus on grabbing this and be on our way. Fly, my pretties! I can have extra to make it go faster. The extraordinary bolt. I bought this incredible bolt because the salesman told me this is of extraordinary quality that is indiscernible to the average person. Yeah. Whoops.
And Pickles is being affectionate.
Yeah.
Have you told the audience about Pickles?
A little bit. I was going to talk more later. Alright, so that's
Okay.
enough for now. Let's see, I've got 15 equipped. I want to just throw a bunch up to grab that. Just as something simple. You know what? At this point, we should probably wrap up the day, or at least attempt to. These are flowered Pikmin. Why are these flowering anyway? You got a new cat? Yes. So the short version there is that one of the cats that I have right now is technically not mine. It's technically a former roommate's, and he's gonna be moving him to somewhere that's closer to him. That's the short version. And because of that, well, it made sense for me to get another cat for when that eventually happens, so I now has a cat. So a calico named Pickles is the one I ended up adopting. Cool. Okay, so go ahead and send the red Pikmin back. And then we'll have the yellow go grab this over here, and then we'll call it a night for this particular day. Get him, boys! Okay, that looks a little silly. That should ensure I have plenty to work with. If you leave them out, the flower, they also flower if you use nectar. Nectar can be found in grass, rocks, certain enemies, and other... Oh, so that's what I was getting from fighting those grubs? And presumably so. Alright, let's go collect Pikmin. Okay, there's... I'm assuming that those blips are Pikmin. And then there's a blip over here. Oh, shit. Better move fast. Especially if I don't want to lose all of my yellow that are built up. Okay, cool. Presumably, as long as... So, just to make sure, as long as they are... No, nectar is globs of yellow. Okay, still. If you leave them out of the flower, they also... Okay. So, as long as they're... You know what? I'll test with the two red. As long as they're in a squad or in the ground, they're fine, right? I guess we'll find out. Okay, so as long as they're in a squad, I don't have to explicitly send them back. I now add yellow Pikmin to my list of discoveries. These creatures can wield bomb rocks, so perhaps I can use them to blast down rock walls and open up new regions. Red and yellow Pikmin, as well as bomb rock carriers, break into squads when dismissed. If I grab one for a moment, I can swap Pikmin by then pressing R. Okay. Yep. Okay, get in there. So what would you recommend then? Should I keep working through this one? Oh yeah, so there's more I can check out over there. It makes sense to keep... Do I loop back over here briefly to at least ensure I get everything associated with that? Do I keep working through here since I'm already familiar? You know what? I planted a bunch on the prior day, so we may as well stop by here again, see if that plant is still there. Okay, good. The plants are still here. You guys really wanted me to go a particular direction. Unfortunately, you were a bit too late. Okay, so what's still around here? Okay, so there's one over that way. that looks like I can reach. That one I'm not sure how to get to yet. Let's see, I think that one I broke down the wall for, so that should be easy enough. So we have one call for naval and one for hope. Once you get something in naval, you will have everything you need. Okay. Well. Alright, I'm gonna need a bunch in order to deal with, well, everything that's coming up. So I think this will be a good amount. So we'll go ahead and rush through this area to try and go capture what's in that direction. Okay, actually, while I've got you all here, so how exactly does water affect Pikmin? As they didn't seem to like the water when I last went through, especially over here, but it looks as if I may, well, it looks like I may have to interact with water to an extent if I'm to deal with this. So what is the exact interaction with water? Does that reach? Water kills reds and yellows? Oh, there's the nectar you were talking about, presumably. Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produced a sort of yellow nectar. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparently Pikmin favorite seems to be full of nutrients. Alright, you will need a new Pikmin, water equals death. Okay. Alright, so that's how they flower. Nice. Okay, so in that case, I probably should have gone to the new location so that I could get, presumably, a blue Pikmin in order to cross that. Do we get any other types of Pikmin beyond red, yellow, and blue in this game? Presumably not? Alright, so for now I should at least be able to get that one. I don't think I can get any more. I can probably only get one today because of that then, can't I? Well, as long as I'm getting enough per round, I suppose it's fine. Get him, boys! Alright, let's move on then. I don't know if I'll need more bomb rocks, so I guess I'll just... Okay, so we'll need to get around that guy. We're on in glory! New Pikmin are introduced in the sequels. Got it. Get 'em, boys! I didn't throw all of my yellows first. Did I just get unlucky on that? I guess we'll see. Get 'em, boys! Alright. Okay, so then we've got a box over here that presumably I'll want to push over on this side. Oops, I'll need to get a little further away. Actually, even if the Pikmin can't go over there, can I go over there? Nope. Get over here, boys. Okay, how do I get to you? Nope, stop going in the water. Aw, some of the Pikmin died from that. Even do this? Did I just basically waste a day? Because if I can't get over to... Well, if I... Yeah, I'm gonna need blue in order to get that, aren't I? So at this point, basically, I just spent time on Pikmin Harvest, huh? Oh, got it. Partially. Excellent. Come on, you. Make way. Alright, we're fine. Alright, help him, boys. Cool. Alright, looks like I got it anyway. Oh, jeez. What are you? There's a lot of you. Okay, Where's the parts? Do I have to kill the creatures in order... Oh, I see. It's over in that direction. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot in order to fight those, aren't I? Did I just... Wait, you're saying I just sequence broke? Am I supposed to be allowed to even fight those? Should I even fight them? That's the next question. Pick up new Pikmin over here. Make sure that the oldies are good as well. Alright, so I guess then. Huh, there are a few stranded over there. Well, may as well. Nothing is stopping you if you just want... Well, if you just want the back path. Well, if you just went the back path. What do you mean by went to the back path? Alright, grab that as well. Alright, let's go, boys. This game is a bit buggy. Oh, damn it! Come on, guys. Oh, jeez, it's going after me. Are they just fleeing from it? Okay, there it goes. Okay, so they are a salient, at least. Keep going, boys. Oh, cool. That'll help. Although it blew up some of the Pikmin while we were at it. This is turning to be costly. You need to attack the chicken head? Alright, it's dead. Okay, here we are. Not listening to the Geiger counter, that'll go well. Go ahead and gather up everything, boys. Oh crap, that could be trouble. Please stop. I suppose as long as it doesn't claim too much. If we're at least able to get the Geiger counter. God damn it. Run away. Till it retreats. Okay, cool. And of course. Look at me. Look at me. Okay, they've escaped. They've made it out. Alright. Now I just gotta look around for any lingering Pikmins. Alright, you have fun. I'm assuming I still need... probably. Just grab that one, I guess. See if you get lucky and get out in time. Meanwhile, I guess we can just throw this guy over here. Alright, that'll do. Alright, how many Pikmin do I have after all that trouble? A useful strategy is to clear the path. Yeah, that probably would have been smarter in the long run. Alright, how many do I have of each? So I still have plenty of red Pikmin at least. I think I'd take a bunch of my... Well, I think I'd take a bunch of you in order to get more, broadly. Stow away my... red. Alright, then we'll go ahead and claim this again so that we're good to go here. That way we at least have more yellow to work with. Yeah, boys. Alright, that should be enough to move that one along. Perfect. May as well just collect more Pikmin in general then, while I'm at it. I know that won't be the most efficient method, but you know what? If it works, right? There we are. Alright, any lingerers? Okay, there's one lingerer over this way. Yes. Alrighty, we at least got a part. Use the L and stick to move Pikmin as a squad? Yeah, probably should be doing that more so. Okay, so I can move him to an extent with that. Okay, cool. Alright, since it's unlikely that I'll be back here anytime soon, better just start going along and picking everything. Now that I've done all this, let's make sure to take advantage of it. Oh man, there's a lot of chat that I've been missing. You've been awfully talkative today. So you can move Pikmin as a squad that way, especially for bum rushing. So trying to... So presumably to avoid all the casualties I just took, just dealing with all that, huh? That'd be my guess anyway. Okay, and then there's a small guy over this way. What are you? Well, I don't think I have the means to deal with you, so we can just go this way for now. Alright, someone grab that. Alright, let's go ahead and stow away Pikmin, just in case there's trouble. And we can wait for that one to grab... Yeah, make sure to get it. We'll speed things up. Whoops. Alright, they were pretty done. Alright, we're done for now then. So, there are 3 more, all of which will require some measure of water crossing in order to deal with, so we may as well call it there. At least for this day. Whoops. Well, that could have been fun if I had ended the day on that. Alright, go to sunset. Away we go! Okay. Progress. And that is why we go up at nights, apparently. A bomb rock explosion engulfed my Pikmin. That last horrified facial expression is burned into my memory. I must review my procedures for handling Pikmin with bomb rods, so that I do not repeat this mistake. When I press A to throw Pikmin who are carrying bomb rocks, they will toss their bomb rocks at nearby obstacles or walls. When I load them into an onion, they will drop their bomb rocks. Separate bomb rock carriers from other Pikmin, or merely disband them with X or hold A and grab them. Yep. People like to play Pikmin 1 in as few days as possible, very replayable. Yeah, I can see that. Alrighty, 24 parts remaining, 26 days remaining. Okay, so there were 2... So... There's Force Naval, and then... So there's one at Impact Site, but presumably I can get the blue Pikmin over at Forest Naval, so... I'm assuming that's what I should hit next. Oh, there's a lot of parts you can get over here. So I'm assuming that this is where I should go next for water Pikmin, so... Alrighty. Makes sense to me. Let's go see what's new. Le Forest Naval. Why does this place look oddly shadowed? Well, I guess we'll find out. Alright, let's start by grabbing a decent number of each. There's no guarantee you'll get the blue Pikmin on the first day. Alright then, well. We'll keep working at it until we get something then. We're in a cave? Alright, fair enough. Alright, so there they go with the flower. That creature is. Well, it looks like we've already got a part, but it looks like I'll need blue Pikmin for that. Actually, you know what? Oh, there's a part over this way, huh? Okay. Am I able to throw a Pikmin up there? Huh, maybe if I get a better vantage point. May need to walk. Actually, duh. What if I approach... Do I have enough reach if I go... Well, let me drag all the Pikmin out this way. Oh, some of the Pikmin landed in the water. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have the reach. Maybe if I step over here? Alright, it doesn't look it. Okay, you look hostile. Kill! Or not. I feel like I'm just waffling. Okay, Wait, hang on. You have one of the parts? Oh, I see. I have to throw directly on top of them, huh? That's what seems to be the case, anyway. Get back here. Eventually I'll get it. Get back here. Well, I may as well follow you since I'll probably need to... Oh dear. Well, at least this gives us more Pikmin anyway. Oh, actually, this could be used as bait, couldn't it? Well, I guess while we're assailing this, we'll just... Oh, jeez. Alright, keep bum rushing. Get in the stinking. Reds are immune to fire. Alright, that's helpful at least. Man, it is difficult to aim this. I am doing what I'm supposed to, right? It feels like I'm spinning my wheels to an extent. Actually, hang on a minute. Okay, that's it. Well, it's almost there. There we go. There we go. Space float, apparently. Absolute necessity for any pilot who lacks skill at swimming in space. Alright, so how many do we need for this? Alright. Let's hope that's enough. Alright, how much? Still not enough, huh? Okay, can I at least start... Oops. Let's at least collect a couple other things instead while we're waiting. Come on. Alright, and then... Actually, hang on a minute. I think I saw a Pikmin tampering with some scrap earlier. I'm curious about something. What if I throw the Pikmin at this? Ooh, that seems to be doing something. Alright, I'm gonna go get some extra Pikmin so that I can grab the float. Oh, I can slip through here by the looks of it. That's useful. Come here, yeah. Alright, let's make sure that we get enough of other stuff as well. We want to drag the enemy to base. Yep. Blue onion's in the water. Hang on. Well, let's get the float first. Let's make sure I've got enough to at least guarantee that since we're almost at noon. One thing at a time. Come here, Pikmin. Oh, that's what you mean by the blue onion. Okay. That's what it is over there. Presumably I can go over to it myself, but... Oh, wait a minute. So, now that they're all moving, presumably if I walk over here... Perfect! Okay, cool. Now we can start building up blue onion. And once those guys are done, it looks like I can start... Oh, cool. Some of my Pikmin are already at that point. Cool. Okay. It is a Pikmin of yet another color. Near this one's cheeks is what appears to be a set of gills. This trait suggests to me that this blue type of Pikmin connects with the water without any trouble whatsoever. There's only one way to find out. I will use A to hold one and press R to swap it out and issue my commands. Alright, so we'll start by getting those set up. Actually, while I'm waiting, let's set you to work on something. You all as well. Oops. Whoops. I'm smart. At least I'm getting something from the blue. So, can I drop them there and they'll just go to where they need to? Yes. That probably won't be enough, but it'll give me a start. Oh, you managed to grab both of them. Nice. I just need to grab these real quick, and then I can have them grab the 5 in order to build up a small stockpile. Cool. That'll work. Now, keep working through that. Oh, I should go grab that creature, too. Let's see, it looks like I've got some reds that I can do. Actually, are there any bombs anywhere that I can go grab? Go see to that too. Alright, cool. Alright, there's another ship part. Perfect. Alrighty. Just for emergencies, huh? Alright, 7 of 30. Perfect. Alright, boys. We'll grab these real quick. Now, let's go make sure that we can get that other part real quick. That's just over here. And then the rest of us can go down here, I suppose. Go take care of this guy. Especially since a lot of us will probably be needed in order to deal with other creatures. Ow! That did a lot to me. Okay, so the yellows died to the fire, which is unfortunate. Oh, looks like they're going to. Unfortunate, but not much you can do. Okay, so there's one in the water over there that'll take time to get. Alright, here. We'll go ahead and keep going on this guy. Make sure he dies. Good work, boys. Go ahead and collect that. Is there anything special on this? No. Alright. We'll need to slowly clear those out, but that'll take care of things. Are there any bomb rocks around? Because I feel like we should have run into something like that already. Well, either way, you guys can just go after these real quick, just to help replenish our numbers. What do those geysers do? Wonder if they're important for anything. Well, for now, let's go get the blue Pikmin, see what we can make of them. Now that we have them. Alright, there's the gear. Unroll what? Go in one? What do you mean go in one? One of the geysers? That's what I'm presuming you're meaning. Ah, too late on that one. Damn. Alright, where are the... Gonna take a while to get through all this, isn't it? Go in the geyser? Okay. Ah, I see. Oops. Huh. Back to the onions blocked. Alright. Do I have time to break this before the end? I guess we'll find out. Better have enough time. Presumably if I go over to the other side real quick and grab them, I think we can get it over there in time, but it's gonna take a bit. Alright, you guys, one of you, actually you two can just grab that. Just to make sure we're still getting stuff. Pikmin will always take the shortest route they can. That makes sense to me. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, everybody attack that wall. Hopefully we'll be done before sunset. Guess that'll be the real test to see if we are. It looks like we'll be on time, but it'll be close. Almost there. Cool. We'll be on time. Barely, but we'll be on time. Actually, you know what? Ensure that we're on time. Keep going. Everybody commit to that. It's faster to trigger them onto walls. Alright, at this point. Alright, any strays? There's one over there, but we have time to get it now. We'll just let that one go. Faster. Well, trigger them onto walls, well, target them onto walls. Not either way. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and let that be that. Okay. So, how many more are there? Plenty. So, we'll have the blue onion closer to where we should be able to work with them a bit more. So there's a part out in the water somewhere in that direction. So we can't see it from this angle. It should be past that little area. Go to sunset. Oh, it's easier to send them onto walls with L and stick? Okay, fair enough. Alrighty. Deep in the cave I discovered in the forest, I encountered blue Pikmin. These blue fellows have something resembling gills on their cheeks. They appear to be amphibians, surviving both in water and on land. The wonders of nature never cease to stun me, even if this alien land. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, we lost some of the yellows, which is unfortunate, but so be it. But we did recover 2 parts, which is important. So, I think we try this one again. That would make the most sense to me. Because I don't think we have enough blue in order to try going over here yet. But I think it makes more sense to try and continue working through things here. So we'll get out the blues and make sure that they're at least building up what they need. Alright, and we'll primarily rely on reds, so you can now get everything in every area. Okay, so let's start by having you guys. Alright, so based on what we have right now, let's go check out the area by the water first. How do I get to you? Oh, I see. I am looking in the right direction. Alright, so how many do I need for this part? 15. Oh, interesting. Alright, so I'll need to build that out so that I can get the bombs by the looks of it. While they're working on that... Okay, so the geysers aren't working right now. So then, I guess I'll go and get some yellows so that we can take advantage of that, start blowing up some walls. And I can also get some reds. Actually, you know what? It may take a while on that stick, so let's get a bunch of reds and throw them at the creatures in this direction. Is there anything I can do with this? Yes. Let's go ahead and... Presumably this would allow something from me. Presumably? I'm not sure what that's doing, but we'll go ahead and look around in the meantime. Go ahead and fight these guys. exactly what I had in mind for fighting you all, but that's okay. That'll do, for now at least. Okay, so that caused that to roll over. Or presumably is. Go ahead and work on this then. Did that not work? Hang on. There we go. We'll have them keep working on that, I guess, since that we should have enough to bring some yellows in now. I would presume, anyway. And I want to have the blues start working on their stuff as well. That should be for now. Okay, so yellows. Whoops. No? Right, I need to hit that and then this. Get up. Cool. And then blues. Hang on, is that gonna technically work? Because... Are the blues... Well, hang on, are the yellows even able to get up here? Well, either way, let's have... Let's get rid of these guys real quick. Alright. Go ahead and go that way so that you can get the heck out of here. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that. Brother needed to know something, so it made sense to just mute. Take care of that real quick. Okay, so... Actually. And then from there, once that they're up there, I should be able to just get up that way and then throw them further. That'd be my guess. You can throw Pikmin up onto ledges. Okay, cool. Right idea then. Okay, and I'm gonna have to do that for these guys, huh? Alright, they stay put. And then I go join them. Okay. At least I'll get one thing sorted. That's probably the only thing I'll get sorted given the circumstances, but that's okay. Hello, you all. Alright, then I go join you over here. And presumably now I can start throwing you at walls. Okay, so that's... Oh, this is gonna be one of the tougher ones, huh? Is there a weaker one that I can work? Okay, no, it's fine. Whoops. You guys may want to move. Thank you. Probably not gonna be enough still, but that's okay. It's at least a start. It's at least a start. That's what matters. Alright, and then for now, we'll go ahead and pull these out. Oh, actually, let's have the blues work on some more as well. Yes, I know I'm not going to get the most bang for my buck ever, but you know what? Important that I at least have something to work with, right? Alright, then grab those two while you're at it. Cool. Alright, let's go pick some more of the blue. And once that's done, we can just take the blue, drop them off somewhere important. Look at that. Okay, I think I've got enough blue for that here. Oh, he's automatically going over and retrieving the ones over here, too. Cool. Don't even have to lift a finger. Oh, okay, it looks like I do have to keep holding the button down, but that's okay. Okay, cool. Actually, do I want to... How do I want to play this? You know what? Let's go with sign... Well, actually, no. Let's return the... Well, let's return the active Pikmin that aren't blue, so that I have a sense of exactly how many I'm working with. Okay, 17. That is enough to move that... material. Well, that is enough to move that part, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we just hit noon. Okay, we'll drop down in here. Get him, boys. Okay, we have a part. That's what matters. Alrighty. We walk by a ship part 3 times. I'm not sure I know what you're referring to. Oh, I've got a bunch of reds out there I can use. Okay. Let's go grab them real quick, since that presumably that was stuff to ensure that we could move back and forth through here more efficiently. Yes. Passed by a ship part 2 or 3 times. Which one are we referring to here? I mean, there's a ship part over in that direction. You got it? Yeah, I was aware of that one. I was just trying to gather up what I needed for it. At least that was my motive. Well, that was my thinking anyway. Get them, boys. Go ahead and attack them as well. Make sure they're here. Oh, that looks like it'll take a while, too. Yeah, let's just get a horde O stuff. Yeah, I might have to work through that guy as well. Yeah, the Pikmin can be done, can't they? Can't they? Well, at least they are moving, that's what matters. Oh good, we've almost got that sorted. Okay, since we have the most reds, let's go ahead and grab a bunch of reds. So that we can throw them at that wall next. Away we go. Alright, another part. At least reds are fireproof? Yeah. Especially useful given the monsters that are still lingering out there. Do monsters ever respawn?
Oh, you'll probably...
Well, brother's commentary aside. Okay. Okay, yeah, it is faster, but still. Given that there was something shooting out flames on that side, hopefully I won't regret throwing some onto the other side. What can I have the blues do in the meantime, then? I should probably have them just gathering materials, I suppose. If I can, anyway. Well, let's see. What other options do I have? Okay, so there's another that way, but it looks like I'll have to go quite a ways around, and I'll have to navigate past the danger zone, as it were. Well, I think what makes the most sense is that I throw more reds into the fray to try and work on other stuff, if that makes any sense. Enemies respawn after a few days? Okay. So in theory I can clear away enemies if I end up not coming back here. But that is assuming that I don't come back. So, given that, especially given that there's only so many places. Alright, so we got those working. We may as well try and clear out some of this in that case. Alright. So while they're working through that... Alright, if they're fireproof, we'll let them keep working at that. We'll try and clear out all these creatures. There we go. And then I'll want a couple of the blues so that we can keep having them accrue. Maybe I should have had the blues accrue some of that. Oh, hang on. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Alright, there's still the flame geysers, but still, progress, I suppose. And then we've got that rock over there. Are there any blast spots? Oh, hello. That's gonna be fun to deal with. You have something to save? My cat has nothing to say. He's just here. Alright, keep it moving. See what kind of trouble we'll run into, I suppose. Uh-oh, that could be troublesome. So what kind of creatures are you? Or dangerous, sorry. Okay, so when they're on top of you, there's a risk of you smushing them. But once you're onto them... Okay, cool. Alright. I don't think it's worth trying for anything else right now. Let's just gather up the Pikmin and get back. Once they have all been gathered back. Oh, actually, this looks important. Build this up while we're at it, while we're waiting. I don't know how useful that'll be, but I suppose if it's another way for you guys to get back faster. Presumably. What does that grant us? Alright, cool. Almost sundown. Okay. You know what? Leave that behind. You can worry about everything else later. Alrighty, I'm getting way too many reds, apparently. Alright, overdo it so that it's done quickly. Alright, Pikmin gathered. Okay. Is it worth... You know what, let's pick what I can of the yellows. Is it worth going to a different spot, or should I keep hacking away at this one? Let's see, I may need more blues. I think I can build up more blue at the other spot. It'll take a while on any count. I wonder how I get over to that guy. There are more to collect here. Though I think I can collect the remainder faster over at the other spot, so long as I actually do have the blues set up. Problem is, I just don't have a lot of blues right now. All the enemies have names. Their info page is in-game later. Guess we'll find out. I guess we'll see before too long. Suppose we could loop back just to try and make some progress. Alright. The Pikmin can choose their own routes, but does this indicate rational thought or just basic instinct? Unfortunately, I cannot determine that at this point. I'll be vigilant in my studies, though. Alrighty then. Feel like I'm gaining more reds just because I'm throwing them at combat more. I should include more yellows and other such. Whoops. Okay, cool. Let's see. What should I do next? I kind of want to go back here real quick. See what I can do. Now that I have a bunch to work with. I may as well try. See if I can clear out a singular region. So, we'll need to lead principally with we'll need to lead principally with the blues here, just to make sure that we're making good progress overall. So, let's bring in all of our blues, and start by doing a round of just collecting stuff. Oh, actually, if there's enemies to fight, let's throw the reds at them. Alright, reds first. And then blues collect. Nope, blues collect. Okay, I can use this to farm it, as it were. To an extent of it. Alright, and then as before... Alright, we can have some for the reds as well. Cool. Very nice. Alright, this should give me enough blues for... Let's see. Once those blues are done, I should have enough for them to grab the 20 up there. Although it may be better for the yellows to grab that just for posterity's sake. Make the most good out of it. Alright, remind me, so... I wonder if I can just throw... Actually, here's what I'll do first. Looks like they haven't respawned that. Oh, you're gonna attack us if I don't deal with you, won't you? Alright, that should do for that guy. I think I'll throw some reds over this way. Unless I want to have... Damn it. There we go. Okay. Can I have the reds thrown over? And just sit there? Yes. Looks like I can throw most of them over. This is probably what I should have done for that area. Alright, you guys, I guess, can be thrown over this way too while we're at it. Probably should have done this with a lot of people. Although, depending on the direction they go, I guess we'll just have to see. We'll collect all of our blues before we head out. That way we can just head along with the blues. Whoops. Alright. Grab all the blues that we've collected. Alright, so, reds get dropped off, just to be on the safe side. And then, the blues can just follow me across here without any risk to themselves. Assuming they don't get stuck, apparently. Come on, you. We have work to do. Alrighty, shock absorber. Smooth sailing with this in place, usually. Alright, so... presumably I'll need to kill this guy first, so let's start hitting. Perfect. Alright. Hopefully I won't need too many for this guy. That's gonna be a lot, isn't it? And we have enough. Cool. Alright, while we work on that, let's see. You know what? If you guys are just gonna be stuck going that direction, I'll just go around. Because I can have you guys start working on the rest. In theory, anyway. Whoops. More blue. How is it? What do you mean? Seems to be going well. I think I've got a good sense for the rhythm. In case, well, if it's mixed up, you can get the shock absorber on day one. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Alrighty. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, a third down, huh? Cool. Alright, we'll go ahead and grab everything that isn't. Alright. All of you can be put up. I want only blues for where we're going next. Oops. Alright, two of you work on that. Oh, not what I wanted. Two of you grab that. I said. Okay, there we go. Alright, I don't think I have enough blues yet, boys. At this, wait on. At this, wait. Yep. Come on. At this rate, should be in good shape to head back to the cave and cause all sorts of trouble there. There you go. Get him, boys. Alright, it'll take them a while for that. The AI gets better in the sequels, and I guess we'll find out. Okay, so then there's another over in that direction. I may as well go explore in that direction while we're trying to figure that out. Alright, go ahead and grab those while we're at it. Now. Oh, interesting. There's one of those. Okay, let's gather a bunch of others and start working through those. Alright. It looks like that's going to be important in order to press ahead, so go ahead and... Oh, these guys. Kill! Alright, probably you can take that back, and then the rest of you get to work on this. It'll take a while, and it looks like if I want to make it move more swiftly, I'll need a bunch of blues on that side to grab what's over there. Seems to be the impression I'm getting anyway. And go ahead and keep retrieving that. Whoops. Alright, grab more blue. This was a launch game for the GameCube. It started on the SNES as a God game, moved to N64, and finally GameCube. It was in depth for a while now, by the sounds of it. Actually, you know what? Keep all the Pikmin here and throw them at the other spot. I wonder if I can get the remaining today. Possibly? Although I haven't checked over at the other spot now. Although it looks like it'll take a while for them to keep working on this bridge. May as well let them work on that, go check on the other section. Because presumably if the other section is good, we can at least grab the device over there. Oh, presumably one of them's done. Oh, you guys look like you've been done for a while then. Oh boy. Okay, that's gonna take some effort, isn't it? Okay, get over here. I know you'll need the flower eventually, but you've already got a bunch over in that direction, so what would be fastest to deal with? Well, if I'm gonna need a horde of you guys anyway. What makes the most sense? You guys getting stuck? No, we're fine. Alright, presumably I'll need to throw all of you over here. Get to work. Throw red on the ledge and go around. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's probably my best course of action, although... Ah, crap, well, I messed up. I don't think I can save it. Although, can I get both at this point? Because I don't think I can. I'd be surprised if I could at this rate. Maybe? Maybe. Would it be worth attempting to at least knock it over? Perhaps. Well, I could at least start working on building it up. Well, I could at least start hacking away at it, I suppose. We can check on that near the end of the day. Okay, so when it gets down to one blip, we'll double back over that way. But we should be able to knock out everything of importance on the following day. That would be my guess anyway. How are we looking over here? Still a ways to go, huh? Still a ways to go. Okay, this will probably be done first. What genre would you call this? I've heard Pikmin called an RTS. I could see that being the case. There's 99 Pikmin out, so presumably I can't make this move any faster. Looks like you guys are almost done, so I can have you guys retrieve the equipment after you're done. Especially since you'll be done first. At that point, I'll need to run over to the other spot. Cool. Alright. Cool. Sagittarius. Sun gave this to me as a present. Brings to mind visions of my son back home on the... Alright, on your home planet. Okay, cool. Looks like there's a limit to how many I can put on. Let's try maxing it out anyway. Okay, so there is a limit. Well, a hard limit. Okay, let the limit go. Cool. Alright, let's just head back with the rest. Yeah, at this point we need to call it a day. At least on this one. So. Alright, you'll need to go back up as well. Since we'll need to cross the water, we'll definitely want to keep red away. Oh, perfect. So, next time we jump... So, we can just have a quick day in order to retrieve what's... Well, in order to knock that guy out then. Cool. Excellent. Alright, we're pretty much done. At least with this day. And then we can just throw a ton at the rest. Alright. One more to retrieve from here. Almost sundown. Alright, any Pikmin I missed? Alright, just a couple back. Well, just one small one back the way I came. That looks good. Nope. Hang on. No, small one in here. Oh, I see. I may as well while I'm here. Okay. Go to sunset. Perfect. I have seen that at times the leaf atop a Pikmin's head will grow into a bud and then a flower. It appears as if if I do not pick the Pikmin sprouts, they gradually bloom over time. Fascinating. This melding of plant and animal traits is surely unique in this natural world. I have found flower Pikmin to possess an increased swiftness. When in a rush, I found pressing and holding A, then calling the flower Pikmin forth with X to be quite an effective strategy. I've also learned that new sprouts found growing on days following fierce battles are the result of seeds being left behind. Okay. So, although there is the part over here, you know what? We've been going for a couple of hours. May as well grab the part over here, and then the part at the starting area. And then we can call it a day, I suppose. Alrighty. Nice and simple. Alright, I think we'll just grab a Horde O red Pikmin. Hopefully I won't need any yellows, although I suppose I can double back later if I desperately need to. Kill! Killing with killing, murder with murder! Good work. That'll do. Yep. Alright, that should be sufficient for now. Now, I guess we'll see how necessary all of these are when facing off against whatever's over this way. Alrighty, what might you be? You look dangerous, whatever you are. You look heavily armored. Can I just collect you while you're distracted, perhaps? Maybe. I don't know if it's possible to take you out. Radiation canopy, huh? This turns the harsh radiation of deep space into soft infrared rays that are easy on the body. Alrighty. Oh, careful there. Is there a way to kill this monster? This game will likely only be 2 streams. I'm expecting 3. But yeah, it shouldn't take too long. Well, I don't know if there's a way to kill that, but let's not stick around to find out. There we go. Okay. That all I needed to do here? Let's see, is there... Hello, Pickles. You have something to say, little girl? Yes, but it's a specific strategy? Ah, well. I'm assuming that's what you're trying to say. You did the speed strats? Oh, really? Which can now cross a wider area, huh? I didn't think I was doing that well. Oh, no matter. Alright, everybody's been gathered. What do I have less of? Well, more or less of. Okay. I'll probably need a decent number of blue Pikmin, so I guess I can just go around and gather materials with this day then, huh? Yeah, let's put all our red Pikmin back. Gather all of our blue. Alright. I can't bring those out until they're back where they belong. Alright, we're good now. Alright, take out the blue Pikmin. They're so blue. Now that that's done, new area is the water map. Okay, yes, so I definitely want to gather as many blue Pikmin as possible. Get 'em, boys! Alright, there's one. Alright, next. Come on, keep going. There you go. Good boys. More of them. Yeah, it looks like the Reds are the better fighters by the looks of it. That's okay. Look. Alright. Let's go ahead and collect all the other blues. I may send you the Pikmin shorts. They're released after Pikmin 3. Alright, we'll see what that entails later, I suppose. Let's see. That thing didn't come back, but that's okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. What you can. There we go. Alright, this should be sufficient for my aims. Alright, I'm missing some Pikmin. Where are they? Oh, I see. They're just ones that I can pluck. Well, no reason to come back here, so may as well just pluck these and bring us to sunset. Perfect. And here we go. Good stuff. Alright, we'll go ahead and stop by the starting area real quick and grab that, and I think that's probably where we'll call it for this stream. I think that'll make a good stopping point. Increase the range of the dolphin. Looking from the dolphin's portal as it launched ever higher into the sky, I see a vast wetland in the deepest parts of the forest. I shall call it the Distant Spring. I can begin my exploration of it tomorrow. For now, I must sleep. There we go. Okay, so how many are here? Okay, so there's 28 parts to go. How many is there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So from there, 10 from there, 6 from there, 1 from... Hang on. Am I getting the mouth right? Is there one final part somewhere? Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh, interesting. It only adds up to 29. Is there some final level that I'll have to worry about? I guess we'll find out. For now, let's go grab the remaining part over here real quick. And we'll call it a night. Now, le finale for this area. Okay, so I wouldn't have been able to grab it without the, without blue, by the looks of it. No, there are only 29 parts? Oh, I must have been thinking in terms of 30 days. Okay, fair enough. I'm just dumb. Good catch. I'm just dumb. What are you? Also, are you someone I need to be worried about? I guess we'll find out. Are you dangerous? Ah, I need the bombers. Are you someone that I can hurt? Yes. Oh, jeez. Alright, so I can just have a bunch of you go after them. And then, since it looks like I'll need to use our bomber, we'll go ahead and retrieve some of you. Okay, bombers. Alright, that's all the bombers. Alright, let's start throwing the bombs over here. One. Whoops. You may want to move. Alright. So, got this over here. Throw that one first. Alright, that's all the yellows allocated. Presumably I'll need to break that in order to move forward, so... May as well have a few of you start grabbing this in the meantime. How about you? How heavy? Oh, it's an enemy. Oh, jeez. That presumably killed a bunch of them, huh? Damn. Okay. That is what I need, right? I guess we'll find out. And then... I guess when you guys are done with that, I can have you carry over the 20, just to try and make things a little easier on us. How many... Let's see, the silver pearls give 50 Pikmin? Damn! Okay. Put away the yellows. Alrighty then. Okay, that way's clear. Let's call some Pikmin over. See if we can retrieve the item before they get, before things get clammed up again. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, we lost a bunch. Alright, let's see. So... need to throw away all the yellows. Alright, cool. This should be enough to pick it up. Hopefully enough to get it out of the way without getting hit. Come on, hurry! Okay, we're fine. It's out. That's what matters. Alright, let's see if you can grab this real quick. Alright, so we'll just need to strategically pull them away, huh? I didn't lose too much in that attempt. Alright, as soon as it starts opening, hit it a few times, then pull back. Alright, collect. Nice. Alright, parts should be gathered by that point. Nice. Perfect. The super boss, the Smoky, at the new area is only available on days before day 15. Gives a gold pearl, which gives 100. So the boss will kill at least that much. Alrighty, fair enough. So now at this point, it's just a matter of grabbing what remains, huh? Alrighty. So, I may as well make sure that I have enough of everything then. Let's bring some of this out. Alright, throw some yellows around. I'm sure that you guys have enough to work with. And then I also want to build up a bunch of... what's it called? Also want to build up a bunch of everything else, so... Alright, all the yellows can be thrown at this guy. Hopefully that's enough. Alright, the blues can also go. Cool. And it'll go to the first one that lands. Cool. That works. Alright, we'll go ahead and collect what we can. Oh, actually, that could be fun. Oh, shoot. Okay. Better be. So I can go grab Pikmin while I wait, to make sure that there aren't any lingering over this way. Which, of course, there is a bunch. Come here, you. We're going on an adventure. That should be enough to at least get the pearl. One way or the other. Oh, actually. Bomb first. That'll be funny. Oh, useful. Alright. Slam. Cool. Ignore the phone if you heard that. I don't know what it is. I'll check it later. we go. Whoops. I'm surprised I didn't kill it. We're gonna be here a while. Got it. Alright, I think I'll let the yellows have this one. Alrighty. And take the rest over to where they need to be then. Alright. Go ahead and grab everything of import. Alright, if this isn't enough blue, I don't know what is. May as well start putting away all of the blue, given the circumstances. Alright, so where are all of my Pikmin? Okay, so there's a few stuck through here. We can go retrieve real quick. After that, I guess we can call it a day. The final boss in this game is hard. See how well that holds, I suppose. Oh, interesting. I guess that's so I can get up there. Guess I'll have a few commits to that then. Oh, jeez. And it's gonna take me a while to pluck all these out. Well, at least I know I have this as a place to go in case I just need a bunch of Pikmin. At least I've got that going for me. Actually, before I go too much farther, where are all of my Pikmin? Okay, so there's some over here. You know what, just recall everybody. No sense worrying over much now. We'll go ahead and just collect all the Pikmin, and then in theory, if I'm playing things correctly, I shouldn't need to come back here at all. At least that's the expectation. I feel bad when Pikmin die, the sound effect hurts. Fair enough. Alright, is there anything more I want to do with this day? Alright, there's a random Pikmin over here. Can I reach? Cool. Alright, I guess we're done with the day. So, now that I've got plenty of yellow and blue, I should have everything I need in order to wrap this up. Alrighty. We can go ahead and leave it there. 9 days since impact. The Pikmin always carry their prey back to the onions. Close observation indicates that taking food pellets to the onion of the same color results in the release of larger numbers of Pikmin seeds. I've also found ways to group Pikmin by color. I can hold A to grab one, press R to swap it out. Or I can press A to grab one for a moment, or press X to dismiss them into light-colored. Okay. I should probably be doing that more when I'm trying to deal with... well, a lot of things to be fair. Alrighty. 13 parts remain. Okay, so we've got 10 over here, and 6 over here. So I guess we can work through the cave first, just to ensure we're making good progress. Apart from that... Well, I guess they're expecting me to linger for all 30 days. I would presume so, anyway. I guess we'll find out what happens when it gets to that point. Okay, so, presumably since I hit the save button, we'll be good. Let's return to the title screen to be sure of that. Challenge mode. Alright, just to make sure. Alright, cool. What's the challenge mode, though? What's that entail? Single day challenge mode. How many Pikmin can you grow in a day? Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't see a need to engage in that, but either way, neat. Alrighty. So, give me a sec, brother. I'm almost done. Alrighty. So, I guess we'll go ahead and call it there. So, with that in mind, hopefully there was a lot. Holy crap, you were talkative today, Gilgamesh. Jeez. I'm not going to be able to read even half of that. Ugh. Okay, so.
Probably I'll have to do it after.
Oh, it's okay. Most of it was just commentary on, hey, here's this thing that you should keep in mind in the moment, which the game has been informing me of, so no need to worry too much on that. Either way, so, logistics then. As mentioned at the start of the stream, there is still technically a little bit with respect to Xenoblade still left to go, or at least Xenoblade 3, but most of what remains makes sense to take offline, and so that is what I will be doing for that. Should be relatively straightforward to get that all sorted, but either way, that's what I'll be doing with respect to that. So I don't know when that will be ready yet, as it'll take me a little bit to figure out, okay, what's the ideal strategy, and then once that I've been able to nail it, then record it, edit it together, all the usual stuff. It'll take a bit. I'm expecting that it'll probably take me a couple weeks to get that sorted, at which point you should see about, I think, 3 Xenoblade videos over the course of the same number of weeks, just to ensure that that all gets worked out. At that point, we can definitively close the book on it. For now, I just wanted something more casual that I could work through, so Pikmin ended up being a good choice for that. Ended up going through the first game faster than I expected, but I guess but I'm expecting that it'll take 2 streams left, although chat's guessing 1. I guess we'll find out. So in Pikmin 2, plucking is faster. I see Pikmin 2, it's also longer. Well, I mean, it is the cartridge for Pikmin 1 and 2, so no reason not to go see to both. So we'll see how that turns out. For now, then. Let's see, is there anything else worth mentioning? Apart from that, let's see. It's been relatively busy outside of that. As mentioned, I got another cat, so getting her used to the environment's gonna take a bit. So that'll be a bit of a distraction as we look along, but should be relatively straightforward. Hopefully there won't be too much going on there, especially since there's a lot going on IRL outside of that. But you know what? Good to still have this time where I can just relax with the game, irrespective of anything else. So, for now then, I guess next time we jump in... Actually, when would the next time to jump in make sense? Because I probably should loop around and do something like a React night or a multiplayer community night, but... If Pikmin is as short as claimed that I can knock it out potentially next stream, I probably should just knock it out then. Send cat photo? Once I get a chance to. I'll throw it in the Discord. Either way, for now, we'll see how things turn out. So next week we'll continue on with that. As for those of you who came from the video responses, I am continuing to work on that video essay, though at this point I probably should just shut up about it until it's ready, because no idea when it's going to be ready. Because I also have something I want to do for the review channel as well that popped up. So there's always something, and this is not including the fact that I've gone from just talking about game dev and doing small experiments to actually doing game dev, which ended up soaking a lot of time yesterday. Good problem to have, that I've got so much that I'm interested in that is keeping me busy, but at the same time, a lot to manage. So, next time we jump in, we'll go, I guess we can knock out the remainder of Pikmin if we can, or at least get pretty darn close to it. And once that's sorted, should be easy enough to just figure out what to do from there. Alrighty, you sent something good in Discord? Oh boy, what now? Oh, another thing to react to. Oh boy. Alrighty then. So, go ahead and leave it there. Thank you all for stopping by. And I guess then, let's see, is there anything else to mention? Yeah, of course you want Mario Kart Community Night. You've been asking for that too for a while. Well, let's get through Pikmin 1 first, then we can loop back and discuss that. Either way, there's a lot of React submissions I need to see too as well. But either way, side stuff. For now, I've said it enough, so I guess once more time, thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you all later. See you